Hi, this is King of Review. Find the 8th term of the sequence 3, negative 3 square root 3, 9, negative 9 square root 3, 27, and the sequence continues. So we need to first determine what type of sequence we're dealing with. If we're dealing with a geometric sequence, this sequence will have a common ratio because a geometric sequence is a sequence or list of numbers or terms where the ratio of any term to the previous term is constant. Yet if we're dealing with an arithmetic sequence, we'll have a common difference. So let's look at these numbers here. This first number, these are all called terms. This first number or term is called A1 because it's the first term. This second is called A2 because it's the second term. And this naming pattern continues. The third term is called A3, A4, and this one is A5. So let's see if there's a common ratio. We're comparing a term with its previous term. So R equals A2 over A1. Let's calculate this. If we have A2, which is this number here, negative 3 square root 3, over A1, which is this number here, 3, we'll get negative square root 3 for the common ratio. Now let's try another set. If we have A3 compared to its previous term, which is A2, we have 9 over negative 3 square root 3, and this equals negative square root 3. So we're getting a common ratio here. Let's compare one more. Let's compare A4 with its previous term of A3. A4 is this one here, which is negative 9 square root 3, and A3 is 9. So we get negative square root 3. So you can see this is definitely a geometric sequence because we have a common ratio. So in other words, to get from the first term to the second term, you're going to multiply by a negative square root 3. To get from the second term to the third term, you'll multiply by negative square root 3. And this pattern continues. To get from 9 to negative 9 square root 3, you multiply by a negative square root 3. So let's see what we have here. We're trying to find what the 8th term is. We're already on A5 here, so we need to find what A6, A7, and A8 are. And we're looking for this term here, which is the 8th term. So let's keep this pattern going here. To get from 27 to A6, which is this term here, we're going to multiply by a negative square root 3. So we have 27 times a negative square root 3. This equals negative 27 square root 3. So that's A6. And now we're going to multiply this number times a negative square root 3 to get the 7th term. So we have negative 27 square root 3, and this is all multiplied by negative square root 3. And what answer do we get here? When we multiply this out, we get 81. So 81 is the 7th term. And now to go from 81 to the 8th term, you'll multiply by the common ratio, which is negative square root 3. So we have 81 times negative square root 3, and this gives us negative 81 square root 3. And this is our 8th term. So letter D is correct. Thanks for watching.